Reality Maintainer presents 6 signs you're finally ready to change your life. There are times that we realize that we need to significantly alter our lives in order to be generally happy. But change can be difficult and scary. However, it's also necessary. Sometimes we're resistant because we're comfortable. There is also fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, and so many other things that can hold us back. But without change, there can't be growth, and we can't stay stagnant forever. Beautiful things happen when you trust and move forward. Things that might not happen if you stay where you are. And while the risks seem overwhelmingly, the reward often exceeds the risk. So, how do you know that you're ready to change your life? Usually, there's obvious indicators that we tend to neglect or overlook. Here are 6 signs you're ready to take that next step. Number 1, you're going through a painful challenge. When you're going through something painful or difficult, whether in your professional life or your personal life, that's usually a signal that something needs to change. When you're struggling with major life upheavals, there is almost always an opportunity in disguise. It's usually a chance for you to learn about yourself and to figure out what you truly want. It might feel like these challenges are setbacks or that you're stuck, but that's not really the case. Basically, it's life encouraging you to look deeper, to develop and grow as a person, while making new plans to steer your life in the direction you want to go. Number 2, your motivation is gone. A lack of motivation could be an indicator that your wants and needs have changed. It could also mean that you're no longer challenged where you're at. In fact, change is a given when it comes to growth. If you're growing, then there's gonna be change. It is completely normal and necessary to change or redefine ourselves regularly. So if you don't have the motivation to do the things that you need to do, it's time to reassess the situation. You may realize that you still want the same thing, but the way you're going about it isn't working for you. Perhaps all you need to do is to modify your daily routine. But if you want different things, then maybe it's time to transition to another career or make a change in your personal life. Number 3, you feel bored. Of course, life isn't going to be all fun and games, but there has to be some excitement. You shouldn't wake up most days feeling bored or not looking forward to what you have to do. Just like a lack of motivation, constant boredom could be a sign that you've outgrown where you're at and that it's time to grow or change. Maybe you no longer feel challenged in your career, or the things that you once found enjoyable are no longer doing it. Take time to self-reflect and figure out whether you need something more in your life. As humans, we are driven by habit and routine. Making change is difficult. It also causes us to stay in unpleasant situations for far longer than necessary. Number 4, you're stressed. Stress can take on many different forms, but it's one of the most common signs that you're in need for a change. That's because stress is typically accompanied by anxiety, making it difficult to accept that change is needed. Therefore, it's important to try to remove emotion from the situation so that you can think clearly. Most of the time, it's about figuring out what's stressing you out and asking yourself if it's even worth it. If you find that whatever is causing you stress is simply not worth it, then you need to accept it and make some changes in your life. Number 5, you're always unhappy. If you find yourself unhappy more often than not, then it's time for a change. While it's normal to feel down sometimes, it's not normal for that to be your predominant emotion. What makes it difficult is that it can be hard to pinpoint exactly what is making you unhappy. However, once you do figure it out, then making change becomes easier. Perhaps it's a specific situation, a task, your job, or a relationship that is draining you. While you have to tolerate some degree of difficulty, you cannot allow yourself to be miserable. If you're unhappy every day, it's time to admit that you're doing something wrong in your life, and a change, of course, is necessary. Number 6, you're making excuses. There are times when initiating a change is not the best strategy. Sometimes it's important to stick it out. Other times, the status quo is good enough, and your life overall is working quite well for you. However, if you're not fully satisfied with your life, and you find yourself making excuses for why you don't need to change anything, then your resistance could be a red flag. That change is indeed a must. Change can be really tough and scary, but remember that you do have the power to change. If you're experiencing any of these signs, take the opportunity to introspect and identify why you're thinking and feeling the way you are. Then, do what you need to do to make things better. Once you get over your fear of change, you just might find that there's something great waiting for you on the other side. What do you think? Are you ready to change your life? What's been holding you back? Share your thoughts and comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on that notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.